Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon Horizons review series. Today we are reviewing episode 17. Let's get started and I hope you enjoy. So finally we are back on the ship after a pretty long eventful journey in Paldea. They are heading to the Galar region and Roy's new team aren't getting on very well. This was hilarious. It made for so many funny moments with Wattrel just getting annoyed with every little thing that Fuecoco does. We can all relate to these sort of moments. So Roy obviously is torn on what to do and wants to try and make these two get along. This was a Roy episode for the most part, but I really loved that it sprinkled these Liko moments in without taking away from Roy. Liko watching how hard Roy was working with Wattrel and Fuecoco and making her wonder maybe she would like another Pokemon, which is going to be setting up a certain capture in Galar, I think. The episode was pretty slow, but it also gave us some really great development beats for Roy. He starts to train with Captain Pikachu again. He's more so trying to get these two Pokemon to get along and become more in sync. But also this episode was massive for his battling skills. We learn that Wattrel knows Spark and we see it in battle more. And it's still struggling to fly slightly, which was pointed out. I like how they're keeping this consistency which has been already set up. Roy was of course no match for the cap, but it helped him continue training and come up with a way to use these higher gusts of winds to help generate a better flying movement for Wattrel. It was just a really cool use of including some turbulence in this episode, and when Roy and Wattrel were stuck on the battlefield in this turbulence, it forced Wattrel to overcome its limits with Spark, and just a really cool seeing them training and actually developing. This is a training episode done right. It all leads up to a final battle with Captain Pikachu, Fuecoco and Wattrel using everything they have learned. Of course they were still no match for Pikachu, but with Roy's new technique, Wattrel even manages to knock off Cap's hat, which Freed notes is pretty impressive. Freed even says to Pikachu, "You were getting serious there for a moment." It was just really cool. We still don't know Pikachu's full power, but it was nice to see it being tested and pushed. And the episode ends with it teasing the flying ability that it has. And this potentially is the Terra flying type Pikachu that we might see in the next episode, along with the backstory. So this episode was great. I loved every minute. I loved Roy and his team. A nice bonding episode which worked so well with his new capture. And by the end they were all just singing together, just some really wholesome stuff. Some tough challenges for Roy to overcome, and he's getting stronger each episode. I can't wait to see him go full out in his first battle and get his first win. It's going to be a real hype moment to see. And then Liko, she's thinking about her team and getting a new Pokemon. I think it will be the Galar Pokemon from the episode titles, and I'm all for that. It sounds awesome. I liked how they gradually teased her into the idea in this episode. And finally, Captain Pikachu was awesome. Again, he's just such a cool Pokemon. And next week we are seeing some backstory for him and Freed, and it's got the potential to be one of my favourite Horizons episodes. But for this one, I'm going to go 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. What is your rating? Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.